everyone, how are you? So today's video is going to be a review and demo of the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow Foundation. I picked mine up in the shade 205 Natural Beige. I also have the original Infallible Pro Matte Foundation that I'm going to be comparing to this because I do love the Infallible Pro Matte. So I wanted to see how the Infallible Pro Glow held up to that. Be sure you're subscribed to my channel if you haven't subscribed already, and also follow me on all my social medias. But if you're interested in this type of video, then please keep watching. So this Infallible Pro Glow Foundation retails for $12.99 and you get 1 fluid ounce, which is the typical foundation amount. This is supposed to give you up to a 24-hour wear with a hydrating glow. It's lightweight and creamy and gives you a nice smooth finish. Similar to the Pro Matte, the Pro Glow also has a medium coverage and it hides imperfections, but the difference is the Pro Glow does have SPF in it. It has SPF 15 in case you are interested in that or don't like foundations that have SPF. This one does have it. And then this is supposed to be ideal for normal to dry skin. So those were the claims of this foundation. Like I said, I picked up the shade 205 Natural Beige, which is actually similar to this one. In the Pro Matte, I'm in the shade 105 Natural Beige. So I'm natural beige in both of them, but I do want to point out that there is a difference in the shades. This side is the Pro Glow, which you can see is definitely more neutral than the Pro Matte. The Pro Matte is more warm, and then the Glow is slightly darker than the Pro Matte. One thing I want to point out before I get into the demo is the fact that the Pro Glow does have a sheen to it. It's supposed to give you a luminous finish, so when you apply it to the back of your hand or wherever, you will see some shimmer in the product because that's exactly what it's supposed to do. It's supposed to make your skin glow. So that's just something to keep in mind. If you're applying it and you notice that there's a significant amount of shimmer in it, then that's the reason. You do have to shake this up because it does settle in here, so you want to make sure it's all blended together before you apply it to your face. So I'm going to go right in and skip to the demo so you guys can see how this foundation applies, and then I will meet you at the end of this video. You want to make sure you shake it up before you apply it because it does have a shimmer to it and you don't want that to settle. And then I'm just going to squeeze this onto my hand. I have about that much. And I'm going to go ahead and take a damp beauty blender and start. I'll do half my face so you guys can see the difference. You can see the difference between the side that has foundation versus the side that doesn't. This definitely evened out my skin tone. It matches my neck, which is great. My face is lighter than my neck and the rest of my body. I always mention that. And I have discoloration and uneven skin tone and dark spots. So as you can see, it actually did even out a good amount of my blemishes on my skin. It is definitely medium. It's not a full coverage. You can still see some of my acne marks and freckles and stuff peeking through, which I don't mind. I really like this foundation for every day, so that's something that I want to achieve every day. I don't always want like a full face glam makeup. It did cover my redness. As you can see, I have redness on my nose. You don't see the redness on this side. And it just makes your skin look very, very natural, glowy, and healthy. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish the rest of my face. This is the overall look. It is very, very nice. It feels like, I feel like it looks shiny, but it's not. Like my cameras make it shiny, but on my face, it doesn't look shiny. It doesn't feel sticky. It sets pretty quickly, which is something that I like because I want something that's gonna set right away. And like I said, it's actually pretty good. I'm very impressed with this. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish the rest of my makeup and then I will get back into the video. So now that you have seen how I applied it and how it wears and covers on the skin, I wanted to just point out a few key things. So if you are looking for your shade in the Pro Glow and you have the Pro Matte, just be wary that they can vary. They're not identical. Like I said, the 105 Natural Beige is a little bit lighter and warmer than the 205 Natural Beige of the Pro Glow. So that's something that you want to keep in mind when you are looking because they're not going to match exactly. I think it looks amazing in natural light as well. You just have to be careful with the SPF in this foundation. Don't wear it where you're gonna get flash photography or if you're going to an event or anything and people are taking pictures, you will get a white cast. As with anything with SPF, it's gonna happen. At least it happens for me because anything that has SPF in it does show a white cast for me. I find that it doesn't really cling to my dry areas. At least it doesn't really accentuate my dry areas, but it will settle in my fine lines toward the end of the day. I love that it has a nice radiant finish, and it does look very, very natural. It's not like super, super glow on your face. It looks really, really natural, which I like. If you are oily, this is a foundation geared toward normal to dry skin. It's very hydrating, so it's something that is not really for combination to oily skin, but I have combination skin and I love it. I think anybody can pull this foundation off. If you set it with a powder, I set my T-zone and under my eyes with a powder always. That's something I always do with all my foundations, and I find that maybe about 3 to 4 hours later, I'll have to blot again because it's very, very hot and humid in Florida, so that's just something that happens. And with this foundation being very hydrating and glowy and dewy, that's something that you're gonna have to do if you have oil. The foundation does last a very long time on me, a full workday at least, but I've worn this foundation for over 10 hours and it still looked pretty well besides the oil that I needed to blot away. I didn't have to do any touch-ups, and it did not break away in my areas that did have oil, which is something that's really great if you have oily skin. I do have a tip though, if you are more on the oily side or combination oily and you own the Infallible Pro Matte, I would try mixing the two, because I have worn both of these mixed before and it looks beautiful as well. It's not as drying as the Pro Matte, but it's not as dewy and glowy as the Pro Glow. So I think mixing both of them together gives you a nice happy medium. Overall, I really love this foundation. I think it is way up there with my Pro Matte. I think I love them both the same, to be honest. So if you have tried this foundation out, please let me know in a comment down below how you like it. I know that the shade range of this foundation is not the best. I feel like they only have 1 or 2 dark colors and not a whole lot of super light colors. I feel like they really should expand. But if you are able to find this foundation in your shade, please let me know how you like it. If you have any product suggestions, definitely let me know in a comment. I would love to do more reviews for you guys if you're interested in these type of videos. But that's it for this one, so I really hope you have an amazing weekend, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.